The leadership lessons that separate great leaders from everyone else. True North, Bill George and Peter Sims. What makes a truly great leader? Is it authority, charisma, intelligence, or the ability to make difficult decisions under pressure? According to Bill George and Peter Sims in True North, extraordinary leadership is built on something much deeper than status or skill. It begins with authenticity. The central idea of this book is both simple and profound. The best leaders do not copy someone else's style. They do not try to fit into a model created by corporate culture, public expectations, or leadership trends. Instead, they lead from a place of inner clarity, guided by values, purpose, and self-awareness. George and Sims call this inner compass your true north. The book is built around the stories of remarkable leaders from business, politics, and public life, but what makes it powerful is that it does not present leadership as a list of techniques. Instead, it presents leadership as a personal journey. One of the first and most important lessons is that leadership starts with your life story. Every experience you have had, especially the difficult ones, shapes the kind of leader you become. Great leaders do not hide from their failures, trauma, setbacks, or moments of doubt. They examine them, learn from them, and allow those experiences to define their values. This is a critical shift in perspective. Many people think leadership begins when they get promoted, launch a business, or take responsibility for a team. But the book argues that leadership begins much earlier, in the way you interpret your own life experiences. Pain often becomes purpose, challenges often become clarity, and struggle often becomes strength. Another major lesson is that values must remain stronger than pressure. Extraordinary leaders are not defined by how they act when everything is going well. They are defined by how they behave when success, fear, money, or public pressure tempt them to compromise who they are. This is where authenticity becomes real. It is easy to talk about principles in theory. It is far harder to stay loyal to them when the cost is high. George and Sims repeatedly emphasize that authentic leaders are deeply connected to their core beliefs. They know what they stand for, and because of that, they can make difficult decisions with consistency. People do not follow leaders because of titles alone. They follow trust. And trust is built when actions consistently reflect values. Another powerful theme in the book is motivation. The authors make a distinction between external motivation and internal motivation. External motivation comes from money, recognition, status, and achievement. Internal motivation comes from purpose, contribution, and meaning. The most effective leaders are driven by the second. This is one of the reasons some people rise quickly but fail to inspire others, while others create lasting loyalty and impact. Leadership built only on ambition often becomes ego-driven. Leadership built on purpose creates influence that lasts. The book also highlights the importance of support systems. No extraordinary leader operates alone. Behind every strong leader is a network of trusted people who provide perspective, honesty, and emotional grounding. This includes mentors, colleagues, friends, and family. Leadership can be isolating, and without honest feedback, people easily become disconnected from reality. That is why self-awareness and external feedback must work together. Perhaps the most valuable lesson in the entire book is that leadership is not about becoming someone bigger than yourself. It is about becoming more fully yourself. Not louder, not more dominant, not more performative, more authentic. The best leaders are not acting, they are aligned. Their inner values and outer behavior point in the same direction. That alignment creates confidence, credibility, and emotional authority. By the end, True North leaves you with a lasting message. Great leadership is not about power over people. It is about clarity within yourself. Because when you know who you are, what you believe, and why you lead, other people naturally trust your direction. And that is what separates a manager from a leader. A title can give you authority, but only authenticity gives you influence.